Very nice. So, what was I supposed to do today? Oh yeah! Shazam! Hey! Hey!
Oh, man.
Hey guys!
Oh, it's been a while.
What's up?
Yeah, welcome. I need
you.
some help with this one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Great.
why I summoned you guys.
Yeah. Awesome.
So, hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So we're doing another Ninja Coffee episode, and I'm joined by my two friends here. You guys have met Paul before. We've done a couple of movie reviews, and some comic book stuff, I think. Some DC stuff.
DC stuff.
And we're also joined by a new guest today. Welcome for the first time on the show. Really glad you could join us.
Yeah. Thanks.
This is James. Why don't you talk about yourself a little bit?
Yeah. Well, I'm a dude living in New York. Living in Norway. From New York.
From New York.
From New York originally. Yeah. My goodness. I am a 44-year-old nerd. I love comic books.
Yeah.
I love cosplaying.
That's why we're here.
That's why we're here. All right. Absolutely. You know,
and both of you guys do like cosplaying stuff, and you have cool things you do.
absolutely. Like serious cosplayers as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're all into comic books and all sorts of geeky stuff.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
that's just, I've been wanting to have both of you guys on the show for quite some time.
And here we are. You Shazammed us in.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
So,
It's about damn time.
Yeah,
that's about that. So, as you guys know, in the Ninja Coffee show, we drink ninjas and talk about coffee. No,
That's not how that works.
No, we drink coffee
Oh, good.
and talk about geeky stuff.
That's
Yes.
right.
Cool.
So, in today's episode, we are gonna talk about.
The new DCEU movie, Black Adam.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we've all watched it. Paul, you've watched it twice, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And before we start talking about everything and nothing, just give us a very short background on this movie and what's been going on and how long it's been going on before we actually got this movie.
All right. So, Black Adam is a DC character. He's the opposite of Shazam. And The Rock, he was cast as Black Adam way back in 2007.
This is
15 years.
15 years
15
ago.
years ago.
Before the DCEU.
Before. This was when Dark Knight was still in post-production, I think. But it ended up in production hell, and we never got to see it until now.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be one movie.
This is way back.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Captain Marvel and the Legend of Shazam.
Not to be confused with Marvel's Captain Marvel.
No.
This is the original.
This is the original OG. But it ended up being two movies when it finally arrived. Shazam first, and then Black Adam, and that was because The Rock felt that
The character
the character needed.
his own movie. Needed some.
And I'm so
And
glad.
I
and I'm
totally
so glad it
agree.
went that way.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I think a lot of people were worried about that,
Yeah.
but now that we've seen it, that was totally the right way to go.
Absolutely. Totally agree.
So a little background for you guys on, 15 years. That's a long time. And they scrapped the movie and it got back on the road again. And
Yeah.
also,
But it started failing when the DCEU started failing after Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad. And
The Rock, he himself really wanted this role.
this has been his baby for 15 years.
Exactly.
And it shows.
It truly shows.
Showed the movie was awesome. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's that. And James, why don't you tell us just briefly what the movie is about?
Really short. It was awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, wait, hold on. A second. No, my goodness, anti-hero. He's my favorite anti-hero right now. Absolutely killed it. Comes back from being put in jail for 5,000 years and he kicks butt.
Kicks totally ass.
Kicks ass like you would not believe.
He's the hero we need and the hero we deserve.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. He's a bit dark in it, and I love every minute of it.
He doesn't have any problem with killing people.
No, definitely not. Justice Society tries to stop all that, and it gets complicated with them and with him, and with further down the line. But
But that's kind of cool because it's very in the gray area.
I love the gray area.
And, yeah, I agree. And you never feel sorry for the people he's killing left and right because they're douchebags.
That's
basically.
right. That's right. You're killing all the douchebags, and you kind of feel like they deserve that.
Absolutely.
It's like, oh, he did that. You kind of deserve that.
The intro. Not the intro, but once you get him
when they introduced him.
Yes.
When they introduced him, and he came out, and he was just there in midair. It was almost like a religious experience, and he turns around and all these bad guys around him. He's like, "Where am I? Who are these guys?"
He still has the hood on.
He still has the hood on. You don't see the Rock yet, right? And he turns around and he just demolishes these professional soldiers.
We're already almost starting to go into spoilers.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
but that's fine. This is the opening of the movie, and just before we continue that, if you guys haven't watched it, go watch it right now, and then come back to the rest of this video because we're gonna go into spoilers and all that very soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
So proceed. You've been warned.
Yeah,
and that was really cool. And when he is killing those soldiers or those mercenaries left and right, I think that's one of the coolest introductions to a character, superhero, anti-hero I've seen ever.
Yeah, absolutely. I think so too. Yeah. It was just seeing all the actors that played
the songs.
You can see the soldiers, the actors playing the soldiers. They did a good job too. They kind of looked and they got machine guns.
What the fuck is going on here?
The guy with a grenade in his mouth.
Yeah.
And something else really funny or cool was that before the Painted Black song comes in, you can hear tiny I could hear hey, is that Painted Black? But you can only hear some tunes or some small hints of the song. And I told him hey, is that Painted Black? And he just didn't say anything. Perfect song for the perfect intro. Really cool scene.
Yeah, supporting characters absolutely fantastic. They did a great job, I think. Justice Society, they had to be there. That's how I felt like they needed. The Justice Society group.
They could not have had anyone else.
No, so I agree with.
He would have killed the Suicide Squad in the same amount of time he killed those soldiers.
Yeah. Oh, forget it.
And you couldn't have had already.
He would have killed both Team 1 and 2 from the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
And probably Harley Quinn would survive.
No.
You don't think so?
No, he would.
She'd probably be sitting there just doing her nails. I was kidding.
Yeah, and you couldn't have
just because it's Harley.
Probably. But you couldn't have had Superman or Batman or those guys either because they would have stolen the focus from Black Adam.
Yeah.
So this was just perfect.
And that's also the reason why it's good that they didn't show up in Shazam. Because they didn't have to steal each other's thunder.
Exactly.
And now it'll be really cool to have a movie in the future with both of them, hopefully.
Absolutely. And I hope they keep the characters going for a while, not just like a one-off or a second.
Exactly. So this not the Suicide Squad, the Justice Society.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit just about those.
Really quick about them, you got Hawkman.
Hawkman,
Hawkman,
that's right.
I was saying Hawkeye there a few minutes ago before the show. And that's not what it's called. That's right.
We're probably going to say Hawkeye. Hawkeye.
In between.
Hawkman, Carter Hall.
Carter Hall, right? And you got Dr. Fate, right? Which everybody thinks is a copy of
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange from Marvel.
Yeah, if you're not acquainted to the comics, you'll probably think he's a Doctor Strange ripoff, but it's the other way around.
And you got Cyclone.
Yeah,
I think she did a pretty good job, actually. Yeah. And you got Atom Smasher.
Yeah.
Which is...
He's probably the weakest superhero character in the movie.
Annoying.
Yeah.
He was annoying. Way too clumsy. He didn't need to be in there, but he was there.
We can come back to that on the pros and cons later.
Sorry.
But I agree. Who else did we have?
We have... what's your face again? Sabak, which is the main villain towards the end, right?
We're gonna go into all of that.
Ishmael was his name in the beginning.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. And you have Adriana Thomas.
Yeah. You got Amos.
One of the main heroes or main characters of the movie in some way.
She's the one who summons Black Adam back from his 5,000 year.
I liked her character.
Yeah,
she worked really well there.
Yeah,
I thought she was fantastic.
And the family.
And her brother was funny.
Her brother was funny.
The older brother.
The older brother.
I actually the son. I think he did a good job as well.
Very good job. Yeah.
And the skateboard stuff that was really cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
I imagine the teenagers and the kids watching that are going to be like, "Whoa!"
And he had some moves too on that skateboard. He really did.
That was
Absolutely.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Who else do we got?
Amanda Waller is back.
That's right.
So she sends the Justice Society to stop Black Adam, and Black Adam,
for whatever reason, they're all afraid of him.
Yeah. And he comes back after 5,000 years in the city of Kandak, which resembles kinda
Egypt-ish, Middle Eastern-ish.
Middle Eastern, yeah.
So in a city a country that's been under turmoil for 5,000 years.
5,000 years.
Yeah. Basically, so one thing to the next, to the after the next, and this kind of takes place today. When you got what do you call it?
Intergang.
The Intergang is they're mining this gemstone that's magical.
That's not vibranium.
Nope, not vibranium. It glows in the dark.
Yeah,
unlike vibranium.
Ooh, shiny.
Ooh. And they kind of make cool stuff out of it too. Make
the bikes were. Is that what also?
They were powered by the stones.
Yeah.
It the bikes remind me a little bit Star Wars.
Yeah,
it was a little Star Warsy but it was still cool. I liked it.
And they had knives with that as well, didn't they? Or was it? No, they had bullets.
Bullets.
Yeah. So that was really cool. Yeah. And you mentioned something when we were discussing earlier.
Yeah.
That the blue stuff. What was the name of it? Do you remember what the name of the crystal was? The material.
I don't remember, ethium or something like that. I can't.
Yeah. The
iridium or.
But you made a really cool. You mentioned that it kind of is not too different from Superman and Kryptonite.
Right. It's like an analog to that, right? It's
almost
the same thing. It was kind of interesting to see him, because he didn't know himself he can be hurt by it.
No.
Right?
Not until that first bullet knocks him out.
Exactly.
And then again later when he touches the crown.
Yeah, and he knows, whoa, I can't be touching this anymore. So, so that was kind of interesting. And I expect in the future they'll probably use that more. Probably.
So let's talk a little bit more about the main character, because he's
the man in black.
Exactly, the man in black. So Black Adam and The Rock.
Delivered.
100%.
Absolutely delivered. Yeah.
He is the whole movie. He is the movie. And so badass.
It's, how do I say it? The Man in Black, he was dark. He was killing villains left and right. It was awesome to watch. And like with that part, what was interesting with that character though, when he was doing it, he had no empathy for them. Zero empathy for them.
But at the same time, he had
empathy for those who were good, for his people, yes.
For the country. So you kind of root for him, even though his moral compass is maybe
a little skew.
A little bit. Yeah. And he also, by being himself and not following today's the other heroes' code, he puts them in a bad light.
He kind of does, doesn't he?
When his constant discussion with Hawkeye,
Hawkman.
I knew it was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen.
Let's call him Carter.
Because Carter's like, no, we don't kill. You can't do this. But I mean, we have always discussed Batman not killing people, or should they kill people? Should they not kill people? That's an interesting aspect of the whole superhero business.
Yeah, that's true. But Superman killed. Wonder Woman killed.
Yeah. They're all killed.
So
But it's the moral aspect of it was really well done.
He didn't question it.
Exactly.
And he just did it, and he felt like, well, the bad guy's gone forever now, so you don't have to worry about it.
Exactly.
Maybe Batman can learn a few things about that and Joker.
I mean, this variety of Batman is probably on the same level.
Yeah.
But I like that, and he doesn't go back on that. He doesn't become like this tame, very changed character towards the end.
Cannot be tamed.
He does what needs to be done.
Exactly. He gets shit done.
Yeah,
That's right.
And when you see the movie, you kind of understand. Eventually, you understand why he is who he is. You know, I'm not going to give too much away on that, but you know,
it made sense.
It made sense where the rage comes from.
Yeah,
that's the whole thing, because that rage really brings his power out.
You never. I mean, when I was watching the movie, I wasn't thinking like, yeah, he's a bad guy. I was like, this dude is awesome.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
And you don't. That perspective didn't change.
No, not at all. Not at all.
It's a really cool character. Probably one of the coolest characters I've seen on screen of like anti-heroes. One of my favorite anti-heroes now.
It should be cool as well, because The Rock has been cooking.
Yeah.
15 years.
Absolutely.
This is what he has been cooking.
And it's going to be great to see Superman.
Yes. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Are we now? I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Excuse me.
Well, before we go into all that stuff, let's just talk short, like touch upon the visuals and the audio and stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
Visuals of this movie. What did you think?
Stunning, absolutely.
Effects, CGI.
You see some of the CGI as CGI, especially with Hawkeye. I mean, Hawkman. You know, he's coming out with like the Egyptian wings coming out and all that. Yeah, the way he came out and everything. But and you can say the same about Marvel and you know and
I mean a lot of
Stark.
Yeah.
So and with the suit coming up with the nano.
Some of the CGI stuff was really good. Some of it
I really liked how they shrunk The Rock.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen that kind of stuff before with Tony Stark in Civil War.
Chris Evans in the first Captain America movie when he was
when he was skinny.
That's true. That's true.
I would say this is the best that idea or that concept has been.
I kind of felt maybe because
The Rock is so huge.
Rock is so huge. Rock's been part of my life for so long.
Yeah.
And it just kind of felt like they took his head and stuffed it on a little guy.
I totally get that.
Yeah.
I totally get that.
But it was good.
It was good.
Yeah, it definitely was.
He looked like Dwayne Johnson pre 2015. Dwayne Johnson before the Fast and Furious. Yeah. When he was buff but not just The Rock.
Yeah, he wasn't cut.
I mean,
back then,
in the first, again, we're way past spoilers, but in the big opening scene, if it hadn't been for The Rock talking and I could recognize his voice, I wouldn't have thought that was that. No. You can partly see his face.
Well, the thing is, he was speaking his language, wasn't he?
Yeah, but I could hear it.
You could hear his voice. Yeah,
it was his voice.
That gave it away, but I mean, like, they don't show his face completely, but I still thought, like, when he was in his Teth Adam form, it was done well. Yeah. And other stuff like the effects for when they're fighting and all the flying and all the crashing into buildings, all that stuff.
Absolutely awesome.
Freaking amazing. And what can we compare it with? Like, we've had that stuff in Man of Steel, and that was well done.
Yeah.
But this exceeds that even.
Yeah, but the first scene, it's also, it can remind you about the Deadpool opening.
With the soldiers and all
with
that
the soldiers
stuff.
in the beginning, stuff
slow
like that.
motion stuff.
They had that. I mean, well, the thing is, they had a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah. The movie's packed.
It was packed with different techniques on how they were showing his power, how he was moving around, his quick speed, kind of slow that stuff down, and
it was amazing.
It was. It totally was amazing. It's hard to explain.
It gave me the essence of the Snyderverse.
Yeah, it felt almost like a Snyder movie.
Mm-hmm.
But another cool thing is when he would fly. Yeah. It had that Superman sonic boom thing happening. Yeah. That was pretty cool. It wasn't as pronounced as Superman's version, but he did sonic boom.
Absolutely. The visuals were amazing.
Yeah, it was really good.
What about the sound? I mean, the music and everything, and the audio.
I've seen the movie twice now, and theme is probably one of the coolest superhero themes since John Williams' Superman or Danny Elfman's Batman.
It's very recognizable.
More so than the Avengers theme.
Of all the new movies, I would say the best score or the best theme song is Wonder Woman's.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
So this is up there with that.
Yeah. You definitely, as soon as you hear just a few notes,
Feel your adrenaline. I wanted to go out and just like punch something. Okay,
cool.
so all that is really well done.
Mm-hmm.
What else should we talk about? I mean, we can talk about the good and the bad now. Is there anything you guys didn't like? We touched a little bit on that with the characters.
Yeah.
So one of the weakest characters, that was Atom Smasher.
Smasher, yeah. And I think one of the things you were mentioning earlier, too, is with Cyclone.
Yeah, like her introduction. That's the only woke moment in the movie.
Yeah.
And not necessarily. It might be me reading a bit too much into
but I
it.
kind of felt the same, too.
Yeah.
A little touch of the Hamada-verse.
Probably.
There you go.
Because they introduced the characters, and they're like, yeah, this is Cyclone. She's brilliant. She's amazing. She's got an IQ of
160
yeah.
or something like
And I'm
that.
like, they never introduce any of the male characters
this,
like that.
this is
Never.
Adam Smasher.
He's
It's the grandson of the Fonz.
Yeah.
Like, that was it.
Smart enough to open the doorknob. Oh my goodness.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
But that was just a tiny
Little part. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been a couple of things that I've heard others critique, and that's
the last
the
part of the movie.
Sabak, the villain, that he just showed up in the third act,
but
out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But I felt that was necessary because you were supposed to believe that Black Adam was the villain.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it almost looks like the movie's only about the Justice Society stopping Black Adam.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like a surprise moment.
Yeah.
It's on purpose.
So, it's on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing was, damn, I forgot. The thing about Black Adam, when he woke up after 5,000 years, he was like this, it was perfect American.
Yeah.
I'm saying, fuck you guys. It's it's a magical being.
He's a god.
He's a god. Of
And
course,
they do address it because he doesn't speak English or American.
When he says Shazam,
when
power
he
goes away.
Yeah.
When he's human, when he's Teth Adam, he's
speaking Kandakian.
he's speaking Kandakian all the way. It's not until he's Black Adam.
So it makes perfectly sense.
It doesn't matter.
So all
doesn't matter what you think.
Anything else you didn't like, or we talked about what we did like? I liked everything.
Oh, everything.
Everything.
And one thing I absolutely loved, with the exception of Black Adam, it's the best post-credit scene since.
Oh yeah.
I am Iron Man.
Yeah.
It's the best thing since Nick Fury.
Yep. So
we're already into spoilers.
Yeah.
It's Henry fucking Cavill
as Superman, and he's never looked this good.
He looks awesome. Mm-hmm. He looks like the Superman. The costume is perfect.
He looks like a mix between Henry Cavill and Christopher Reeve.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes, and he looks bigger.
He's bigger.
He probably was.
Yeah, from The Witcher, probably.
Yeah,
working out with him for The Witcher, bulked up. Really
yeah. And I was so when I saw that, I was like, yes.
Yeah. But you gotta see Black Adam's face, like so. I'm Superman, so.
And just a funny thing was like when Justice Society came in, Carter was like, "We need to stop you. You're bad." And you understand why they think that. Mm-hmm. But when Superman comes in, he doesn't do the hostile approach. He's very calm. He's just very cool and says,
"What does he say?"
He doesn't say anything.
Well, he says, he said before that he says, "It's been a long time since the Earth has been so worried about someone or something like that." And
Black Adam, we need to talk.
And that was just so cool.
Yeah.
This way they revealed him, like coming out of the smoke.
And like, why would he be worried? He's just as powerful. He's Superman. And he doesn't want to fight. He just want to talk. And I'm very excited to see how this continues.
How does it continue? This is the future. There's one thing Superman doesn't know yet. Or at least I believe so.
And this is through the comic information too.
Yeah, because in the DCEU, he doesn't know that he's vulnerable
to magic.
Yeah. We might find that out in the future movie now.
So, okay.
I mean, when you say he doesn't know that Superman doesn't know that Superman is...
Superman doesn't know that he
can be hurt by magic.
If he goes back, toe to toe against Black Adam, say the next movie is Black Adam versus Superman, and they go toe to toe, Superman will realize that he can't take a magical being by himself.
He's gonna get his butt kicked.
But there's a magical being who owes him a favor.
You know why?
Because there was this guy who was bullied in school.
Oh yeah, that's Shazam. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, Freddy, or Captain Marvel Jr. as he is called in the comics. He's being bullied at school, and he brings in Shazam, but that doesn't matter. And then they bring in the big guy. It's the headless Superman.
Yeah, that was good.
But Shazam owes him one, so maybe that's how they can introduce Shazam and Black Adam as well. Shazam needs to help Superman.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. And I'm really, speaking about the future of DC, I'm really excited to see where this goes. Paul and I, we did a long video on everything going on with DC, and now I feel that
we did mention a couple of future movies back then, but there's two more that we didn't know about then.
Yeah, but before we go on, now I have a lot more hope about the future of DC, and I'm way more excited about what DC is going to do than what Marvel is going to do. But yeah, the two movies we didn't know about.
Constantine 2.
Oh yes, with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. Keanu Reeves doesn't want to do it. I know that.
Yeah. Man of Steel 2.
Yes.
And I have one more thing that I would like to add.
Okay.
DC is looking for their Kevin Feige. I have a name that
Paul
accept it. I would love to take that job, but there's one guy I feel that would be perfect to handle the DCEU, and that's Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and $7 Productions.
Yeah, because Dwayne Johnson,
he's the guy who brought back Henry Cavill.
That's true.
Yes. And his movie company things.
$7 Productions. That's his production company. That's
cool. That was the production company of this movie.
And
that would be a good move.
I feel that he listens to the fans. He knows what they want because he's a fanboy himself. And if he isn't the right guy, I feel that he's at least the guy who could control it until there is a guy. Yeah, he's the guy until there is a guy.
I mean, he's proved his worth with this movie alone.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Awesome.
I think anything else we should just mention?
No, I think we're good.
You
guys need to watch the film.
How would you guys rate it?
Yeah,
I give it a 9. I love it.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. Absolutely. You know what? Because I enjoyed every single second of that movie. That 2 hours went like
it was 2 hours. And you don't notice the runtime at all.
No.
Probably like this video.
Hopefully.
Is that a good or bad thing? What
That's
saying?
a good thing.
Oh,
That's
okay,
a good thing.
Yeah. So
there's a good flow. But yeah, I was down to 8, but you convinced me. It's a 9 out of 10.
It's 9 out of 10.
It's almost perfect.
It's exciting.
I was never bored. It was a full-on action movie, just like promised.
Yeah.
I'm always very difficult on these things and critical, but I'll say it like this. I haven't had this much fun watching a superhero movie or anything like that for a long time. We talked about this earlier. I mean, Endgame was the last Marvel movie I had this much fun with, and last time I really enjoyed myself this much in a superhero movie at all was Shazam. That's after Endgame, isn't it? Yeah. And
no, that was before.
Was that before? Okay, Shazam and Endgame. Not even Endgame. Infinity War.
Infinity War.
Yeah. And I also enjoyed every moment of this movie. It was so cool. Just such a cool movie, such a fun movie. But I'm going to go for an 8. But 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's good.
The only other movies I can also think of that is as badass as this one is Watchmen and in Snyder Cut and Batman vs Superman, the extended cut. So it's one of the most badass superhero movies you've ever had.
It really is. Yeah.
Go watch it.
Absolutely.
Go for it.
Absolutely. And I'm going to watch it again in the movies.
Yeah. But can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Can you Shazam me back? Because I was just having a conversation with my wife about dinner and everything. And
oh yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't even ask you guys if you wanted to join.
No, but that's okay.
I can snap you back.
I gotta be honest. I was having more fun here.
Better conversation. You shouldn't say that. You shouldn't say that.
It's on video,
don't tell my wife.
So, thanks guys for stopping by. And as we said, we totally recommend this movie. This is a great superhero movie. The DC movie we really needed. Yeah. Okay. See you guys later.
See ya.
And see you guys later.
Yeah.
How did I do this again? Oh yeah. Shazam! Oh. It worked. Okay. I guess there's not much else to do here. Alright. See you later, KH. Adios, amigos.